My name is Meira Schneider-Atik, and I am here to teach you how to look good within Jewish law. And one aspect of that is hair covering for married women. And one aspect of that is Mitpachot, or Tichels, or headscarves, however you want to call them. They have become very popular recently, especially since there are so many colors and shapes and styles. They're softer, they're bigger, and there's so much that you can do with them. It can be a bit intimidating, but this is why I tell everybody that if you're new to wearing mitpachot, it's best to start simple and work your way up. My first video was about the crown tie, and that is the most basic tie. It's the most basic way to go, and it's a good way to start. Then my second video was about the Yerushalmi twist, also a good way to start because again, it's simple and it's easy. And then my third video was about working with an oblong scarf. I demonstrated how to do the crown tie with an oblong, and then I demonstrated a crown bun. Today I'm going to demonstrate the Regal Wrap. Now I learned how to do the Regal Wrap from Andrea, who is the co-founder of Wrapunzel. And I'm demonstrating it here because it fits in with my theme of how to look your best in mitpachot. And the reason for that is that it involves height on the top. Height on the top is probably the cardinal rule of looking your best in mitpachot. If you don't have height on the top, it's not going to work. Height on the top elongates the figure and makes you appear taller and slimmer. So here's how to do the Regal Wrap. First of all, you start by tying your hair up in a high ponytail with a scrunchie or a high bun with a scrunchie. If you don't have enough hair to do that, you can get a volumizer. They sell them online, or you can create your own volumizer by using a scrunchie or a loofah and finding a way to put it under a cap and putting it on top of your head. Either way, you need some volume in the back because otherwise this tie kind of won't work. I'm also wearing a no-slip headband that I got from Wrapunzel. This thing works like a dream. My scarves stay put. Anyway, you take the scarf, it's an oblong, and you drape it over your head with the ends hanging nice and even. You take the side ends and you can either knot them once in the back or you can just crisscross them. Now some people prefer knots because it makes them feel more secure. I like to crisscross. It's entirely your call. Either way it'll work. And what you do is once you've crisscrossed, you smooth the hanging side ends, and you take one hanging side end and you drape it over the back ponytail. That creates sort of a bun shape, but you bring the end a little bit forward towards your ear. Then you take the other hanging side end and you crisscross it over that one, but you bring it around over the top. This gives you the height on the top that you need. Now you take both hanging ends and you bring them toward the back and you knot them. Just once. Now in theory you could leave the ends hanging on the side. I admit it does look kind of cute, sort of, but I find that it's really not good if you don't have a turtleneck neck, and especially if you're wearing jewelry like earrings. I'd rather people saw my earrings and they didn't snag on the scarf. Luckily, it's very easy to tuck the hanging ends in. You just tuck them in wherever. Since this thing is wrapped so much, there are plenty of places to tuck them in. And as you can see, you get nice height on the top, and the ends are not hanging, so it all looks great. Now the thing about mitpachot is that because there's such a variety and there's so many intricate things you can do with them, it is easy to get intimidated. But you see how great they look. It isn't worth it to let them intimidate you. Again, start simple and work your way up. And try to enjoy them because they really are fabulous.